Alright guys, so I am here in the assignment. This is called 1.3 Lectura breve, Versión B. You'll remember that we did Versión A earlier this week. Now we're going to try to do this one without going through the translations this time. So let's see if we can handle this. Alright, we have our guide words here. I means there is or there are. Quiere means he or she wants. Le dice means he or she says to him or her. No tiene means he or she doesn't have. Va hacia means he or she goes towards. Le da, he or she gives to him or her. Ve, he or she sees. And es and está both mean is. They just have different meanings based on context. Alright, so I'm going to try to read this pretty slowly for you so that way you can translate this in your own head. Alright? So we have capítulo 1, lección 3. That one's just chapter 1, lesson 3. Don't worry about translating that one. Lectura breve, versión B. El elefante no está contento. 153 palabras. Hay una chica. La chica es Mauri. Mauri no está contenta porque su elefante no tiene un iPhone. Es un problema. Su elefante es Gary. Gary quiere un iPhone. Mauri quiere un iPhone para Gary. Mauri va a Denver. En Denver ve a un chico. El chico es Russ. Russ tiene una computadora, pero no tiene un iPhone. Mauri va a Portland, Maine. Ve a un chico en Portland. Tiene un iPhone 10. Mauri va hacia el chico y le dice: Hola chico, tengo un elefante y mi pobre elefante no tiene un iPhone. Tengo un iPhone. Es un iPhone especialmente para elefantes. Tiene 2 fotos de elefantes. El chico le da el iPhone a Mauri. Mauri le da el iPhone 10 al elefante Gary. Gary está muy contento. Mauri también está muy contenta porque su elefante tiene un iPhone 10. Gary ve el iPhone 10 y está muy contento con el iPhone. El fin. All right, I put a few words here for you, ones that you haven't seen, but ones that you might have been able to figure out. I just wanted to give those to you, just in case. All right, so looking at these questions, I did forget to type the directions. My mistake. Okay. We are going to answer them in complete sentences in Spanish. Don't worry, yours will all have the directions. All right, number 1 says, ¿Quién es la chica? We know that with our who questions, we can copy the entire thing. So I clicked and drug my mouse over it to highlight it all. I'm going to push Control C to copy. Click where I want it to go. And Control V in order to paste. Now I need to replace the word quién with the person's name. So who was this person? Who was the girl? Mauri. Yep. So we're going to go ahead and put Mauri right here. Mauri es la chica. All right. Número 2. ¿Cómo está la chica y por qué? ¿Cómo está la chica y por qué? All right, so let's go back up to our story. Do we see an está and a por qué in there? Yeah, this sentence right here. Right? Mauri no está contenta porque su elefante no tiene un iPhone. Okay, so we're going to type that whole thing. Mauri no está contenta porque su elefante no tiene un iPhone. Let me just make sure that that's what that sentence said. Mauri no está contenta porque su elefante no tiene un iPhone. Yep. I do know that I need to have an accent on this letter A here. So I'm going to go ahead and insert and then symbol, more symbols. And I'm going to look for the Latin letter A with acute, Latin small letter A with acute right here, and insert, close, boom. All right, número 3. ¿Hay un problema? ¿Hay un problema? Okay, so this is kind of tricky. Is there a problem? Yeah, there's a problem, right? Okay, so we're going to say yes. But we know that in order to say the word yes, it is S-I with an accent. So I'm going to input this Latin small letter I with acute. Okay, C. Hay un problema. Now, if you wanted to tell me what the problem is, you can absolutely do that here. Okay, so is there a problem? Yeah, there's a problem. What is the problem? Okay, so there's a girl's Mauri. Mauri's not happy because her elephant doesn't have an iPhone. It's a problem. Okay, so the elephant doesn't have an iPhone. That's the problem, right? So I'm going to say the elephant. How am I going to say the elephant? El elefante doesn't have, and that's up here on our guide words, doesn't have, no tiene, an iPhone, un iPhone. Okay, whew. Número 4. Número 4. ¿Qué es Gary y qué quiere? So ¿qué? What is Gary? What is Gary? Is he a cat? No. Gary's an elephant, right? So we're going to say Gary is un elefante. and then it says and, so we're going to have an and in there. ¿Y qué quiere? And what does he want? What does he want? Gary quiere un iPhone. He wants an iPhone, not just any telephone, but an iPhone. So we're going to have to say Gary is an elephant and he wants, our word for he wants is right in our question. Quiere un iPhone. Right. Número 5. ¿Qué quiere Mauri para Gary? ¿Qué quiere Mauri para Gary? What wants Mauri for Gary? What does Mauri want for Gary? Right here. Mauri quiere un iPhone para Gary. This sentence, first sentence in the second paragraph. Mauri quiere un, wait, a telephone or an iPhone? I forgot. Un iPhone para Gary. Número 6. ¿A dónde va Mauri y por qué? To where goes Mauri and why? All right, so where does Mauri go? First place she goes right here. Mauri va a Denver. Mauri va a Denver. All right, then we're going to have to say because. So we're going to say porque. Why is she going to Denver? Because she wants an iPhone for Gary. Hey, look, we can just copy this sentence right here. So I highlighted the whole thing by clicking and dragging. Control C to copy. Click down here, Control V to paste. All right, so Mauri va a Denver porque quiere un iPhone para Gary. Mauri goes to Denver because she wants an iPhone for Gary. Super. Número 7. 7. ¿Quién es el chico en Denver? Who's the boy in Denver? Right here. Russ. What a horrible name. All right, we know that with our who questions, we can take the entire thing, push Control C in order to copy, click over here, Control V in order to paste, and replace the word ¿quién with the person's name. And we're going to say Russ, because Russ is the boy in Denver, right? Número 8. ¿Qué tiene y no tiene Russ? What? What has and doesn't have Russ? Oh, right, because he's got something, but he doesn't have something else, right? Right here, this last sentence in the second paragraph. Russ tiene una computadora, pero no tiene un iPhone. Russ tiene una computadora, pero no tiene un iPhone. Número 9. ¿Por qué va Mauri a Portland, Maine? Why goes Mauri to Portland? Why does she go to Portland? This is tricky. We can't just copy a sentence from our story. Why is she going to Portland? Well, I mean, earlier she went to Denver because she wanted an iPhone for Gary, right? So we can just take this sentence and replace the word Denver with Portland. Mauri goes to Portland, Maine because she wants an iPhone for Gary. Great. Okay, número 10. Invent un nombre para el chico en Portland. Invent a name? Invent a name for the boy in Portland. All right. Yeah. Okay, so then the question says, ¿Quién es el chico en Portland, Maine? We know that with our who questions, we can replace the entire thing, replace the word who with the person's name. I copied it by using Control-C, clicking where I want it to go, Control-V to paste, and this is where you're going to invent a name. Now here's the thing. I am going to type a ridiculous name in here, so that way if anyone copies me, then they're going to get a 0 on that question, because then they're just copying me. All right, I'm going to call him Beelzebub. Well, that's probably spelled wrong. That's okay. Is it? Yeah, it is. There we go. Okay. All right. If you take this name, I'm going to mark it wrong. So don't take my name, because that's the only guy in Portland. Don't take him. He's mine. Number 11, número 11. Es el teléfono del chico especial. All right, hold on. Is the telephone of the boy special? Is it special? Well, I see the word especial right here, but this says especialmente. I think that's probably true, right? So is the phone special? Well, like it's not, I guess it's not a regular iPhone. So first, okay, is it special? Yes, it's special. So we're going to have to say yes. Yes is S-I with an accent. So we're going to click more symbols. Latin small letter I with acute. Insert and close. Yes. So then we're going to say, we can't just say yes because that's not a full sentence. So we have to say the telephone of the boy is special. So we're going to say the telephone, el teléfono of the boy, del chico, is special. Es is especial. And I know that teléfono needs an accent. So I'm going to highlight my E, go up here to symbol, more symbols, find the E with the accent, Latin small letter E with acute, insert and close. Sí, el teléfono del chico es especial. And there's a second, there's a follow-up, ¿por qué? Because, or this says why. All right, so is the phone special? Yes, it's special because, he says right here, this is so dumb. Tiene dos fotos de elefantes. It has 2 pictures or 2 photos of elephants. All right, I guess that makes it special. All right, so we're going to say it has, tiene, 2 photos, dos fotos. How did we say of elephants? De elefantes. All right. De elefantes. So yes, the telephone of the boy is special because it has 2 photos of elephants. All right. Weird flex, but all right. Número 12. ¿Quién le da el teléfono al elefante? So who gives the phone to the elephant? We know that with our who questions, we can copy the entire thing. Replace the word quién with the person's name. So I've highlighted the whole thing. Control-C to copy. Control-V to paste. And I'm going to replace the word who with the person's name. So first I got to figure out who done it. Okay? who gave the phone to the elephant? Mauri, right here. Mauri le da el iPhone 10 al elefante Gary. So we're going to say Mauri. Oh, Mauri le da el elefante. El teléfono al elefante, sorry. All right, número 13. ¿Cómo está el elefante y por qué? How is the elephant and why? All right, so I see here Gary está muy contento. So I can start with that. Gary está muy contento. I know that está needs an accent on the A, so I'm going to go up here, insert symbol, more symbols, Latin small letter A with a cute, insert and close. Oh man, what happened? There we go, sorry. So Gary is very happy. Why is this elephant happy? Because, so we're going to say porque. Why is he happy? Because he has his phone, right? Porque tiene un iPhone 10. Yeah. Tiene un iPhone 10. Hooray! All right, so for these bottom questions here, I am not going to give you the answers for these. The reason for this is because these are personalized, okay? Now, everything that you need for these questions is down here in these verb boxes, right? So, número 1, ¿quieres un elefante o un teléfono iPhone? You can see the word quieres is right here. All right, I'm not going to give you the answer for that. You got to make sure you say I want. Right? Número 2, ¿qué eres tú? What? And then eres right here. Are you? Número 3, ¿quién? Who eres tú? Who are you? Número 4, ¿cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo estás? How are you? Leave off this N here. I don't know what happened there. My bad. Okay. And then you've got all your feeling words down here at the bottom to answer that one. Número 5 says, Russ tiene una computadora. ¿Qué tienes tú? What have you, or what do you have? Okay. This one here, you can maybe look up a word, but I was hoping that you would say like computer or teléfono. You know what I mean? Like, I thought you would use words that you already knew. Número 6. ¿A dónde vas tú después de la escuela? So, ¿a dónde? To where? Vas, you go. To, después de, after, la escuela, the school. So, where do you go after school? You would say, I go to somewhere. I go to el apartamento de mi amigo, the apartment of my friend. I don't know. And número 7, ¿a quién ves durante el fin de semana, during the weekend? So, ¿a quién, to whom, or ves, you see, durante el fin de semana, during the weekend. Right? So you would say, I see, and then whoever you see during the weekend. All right. Nice thing about this is that it will automatically save for you. Just go ahead and click the turn in button when you're finished so I can grade it.